In today's passage, we meet a man named Nicodemus who came to see Jesus late one night. Nicodemus was a Pharisee who was a type of religious leader who wasn't always on the same page as Jesus. He came to see Jesus to ask him a very important question. How can someone see God's kingdom? And Jesus told him something very important, extra wonderful, so incredibly good that it has been passed on and written down ever since. Jesus told Nicodemus that night that light has come so that everyone can see the truth, but people have chosen instead to live in darkness. Choosing to live in darkness means being blind to the truth. It means choosing to live for yourself rather than live for God. It means saying no to his good plan and choosing our own plan. It's a very hard and very sad and very lonely place to live forever. Living in darkness means never ever seeing God's kingdom. But the very important, totally wonderful, so incredibly good thing is that the light has come to shine into the darkness, and that light is Jesus. Jesus is the light because he shows us the truth. We can see that God is king by looking to Jesus. We can see God's kingdom by trusting what Jesus says. You see, Jesus told Nicodemus that night this very important, totally wonderful, and so incredibly good thing. That God so loved the world that he gave his only son, Jesus, that whoever believes in him won't ever be condemned, but will see God's kingdom. And God didn't stop there with Nicodemus. He kept using Jesus, the light, so that more and more and more people could see God's kingdom. Through the Bible, even you and me today, right this minute, are seeing the very important, totally wonderful, so incredibly good news that if you believe in Jesus, you will see God's kingdom. You too can tell other people about this very important, totally wonderful, and so incredibly good news by telling them about Jesus. One way that you can do this is by making your own light puppets, just like we've used today, to tell them the news that you've heard. You can find the passage, the instructions, and everything else on the website, or at the back of the church, or at the 415 Club today. Let's talk to God now and pray to ask him to help us to tell others about this news. Dear God, thank you for sending Jesus, the light of the world. Thank you that because you sent him, we can know this very important, totally wonderful, and so incredibly good news that if we believe in Jesus, we can see your kingdom. Help us to share this news with anyone we know who is living in darkness. Thank you that you sent Jesus not to condemn, but to save us. Amen.